Need my coffee.
I've got no need to worry. I've got no room for doubt. No matter what's coming at me, you'll always be beautiful. I sing.
So I just finished cleaning up in the bathroom, prayer, and reading Psalms 91. So now I'm making some oatmeal. Hey Lovies, it's your girl, Mr. Styler. How are you? I'm coming today just to share my morning routines. How I get my intimacy going with our Jesus. I believe it's so important to try to wake up early and get your time in with Jesus early before you get your day started, because he will just set your whole mood for the rest of the day. It will be a blessed, peaceful day. Regardless what tries to come your way, God will be there to just calm it'll just be different. Your attitude, let's just say your mood. I'm not talking about the world's mood, but your mood, the way you handle things and the way you handle people, it will be totally different. You will feel that peace on you. But once I get everything settled in, I just sit here and I just feed myself. I go through the Bible. I look for certain subjects in the back of the Bible and the index. Like if I don't know what I really want to read about on that day, like I wake up and I have like no particular study or subject that I been thinking about, I'll just go in behind the Bible in the index part and I'll look up something on a certain subject and I'll start, like, especially like I usually pick subjects that are things that I'm dealing with, like personally, or my children or my husband, and I will go and I study about it. Let me see what Jesus will do. So it's awesome because in the Bible there's so many different stories of different people throughout the Bible that experience different things, good and bad, and it just gives us an outline and a guidance of how things went for when people obeyed the Lord and when they didn't obey him, because there are consequences to disobedience. So that's how I start my day. And I wanted to share this life principle that I've been reading. I have this little devotional from Dr. Stanley. It's called Life Principles, Walking by Faith. It's awesome. But the number one principle is intimacy. And it says our intimacy with God, his highest priority for our lives, determines the impact of our lives. So basically that's what it is. That's what he wants. He wants us to spend time with him, to get to know him, to read his word so that he can teach us and help us. This it's tricky in life, this world, and we all go to different things and everyone is different and they handle things differently. So the Bible, I believe, is like a guide, is a book of knowledge, and it teaches us the consequences when we obey and when we disobey. So for me, it's been a blessing. I'm still in a learning process. I'm learning every day, and as I'm learning, he's cleaning me out, and it's amazing. Like there's so many little habits that I do not do anymore that I used to do, and I know it was God because I couldn't do it myself. I tried a lot of things throughout life, and I couldn't figure it out. And even though sometimes things went well for me, that's because God's grace was always on my life. And no matter what we're doing, no matter where we are at the moment, he is always there. He is there waiting with open arms. He's amazing like that. And that's why it's so important to really get to know him, really learn about him, read about him. you know I know there's a lot of things out there, there's a lot of false, and there's a lot of unbelief, but study for yourself. Go into the Bible, ask questions, travel, We have the internet. You can look up anything there. I mean, just study for yourself. Really get it deep down in your soul and study for yourself and pray about it first. I suggest, like, whenever you start reading the Bible or wherever you're going, pray first. Speak to God first. Let him know how you're feeling, even though he already knows how we're feeling and what we're gonna do throughout the day. But that encounter, that time that you take out and you really like give it to him, changes the whole outcome. That's what that verse means, that he would turn it around for your good, for those that believe and trust and love God. So he's amazing. I wanted to share Psalms 139. I believe that's a strong Psalms. It speaks about, it's just speaking about how God created us and how he took his time with us and how important it is for intimacy with him and to seek him, and that he's always available, and that it doesn't matter what's going on or how you feel or how it looks or how you look or other people look. He made you wonderful and fearfully, and he wants you to be strong and courageous and just walk in his presence, walk with him, knowing that he is the one carrying us. He's the one working for us. He's amazing like that. But I want to share 139. And you have searched me, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely, O Lord. Hallelujah. He knows us. He just wants us to know that he knows us, that to know that he understands, and to seek him. That's all it is, to be bold and unashamed for Christ. That's what he wants. That is what opens up the doors to blessings. That is what opens up the door for freedom and peace. Thank you for watching our morning routine with Jesus. Now it's time for some homeschool, and we will see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Be blessed.